C9 might have a chance at getting second place just now. They were able to beat TSM. I talked to Sneaky yesterday, and then Lemon in the interview with Riot as well said, like, oh, it's going to be really hard to beat TSM, but you guys managed to do it. Why do you think that was?
Well, I think Balls and Meteos did really good plays bot. We punished Darius. Hold up, I'm about to sneeze.
Sure. Sneezing right now.
Nope.
All right. We can...
I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could just do you just start over with your answer, and he'll do a cut.
No, I'll just wing with it. Anyway.
We're just going with it? Okay. Sorry, people. It's great. We're just going to go with it.
Give me back the mic, man. I was talking. All right. No, so Meteos and Balls made good plays against Darius bot. They pushed the advantage that they got from the kills into turrets, and then that led to an early game snowball. We got bot turret. They went for our blue, tried to pressure top. We got mid turret off of that too. So we got like 2 turrets, and we just had tower advantage over them for a while, and we had like a good 5k gold lead. But then I got caught mid, which was very sad, by the way. I was pretty depressed off getting caught because I knew we were ahead. And I knew since I just died there, that was like really bad for us because the dragon was coming up. We were looking to fight that, and we would have like snowballed the game if we did that fight because I was pretty sure we would win since we were so ahead in money and items. But I got caught there, and it was like quite sad. But we collected, figured out what to do, and we just played our comp well. Yeah. Everyone played really well too.
There was kind of that moment where TSM started to swing back after the Baron steal, or at least that's how it felt to me. What was going on, in the comms after that?
So the Baron steal sucked. I initially eat over the Baron wall to go ulti him, but when I ultied him, he eat at the same time, so he gets to move anyway, so he got into his pit regardless. And it was at 2k, and then for some reason damage kept happening to Baron, so that's why Meteos didn't smite it, because we said no more damage on Baron, hit Centaurion instead. But we have AoE damage, so we'll probably hit it on accident, and then they got the Baron steal on us. But since that happened, you can't it sucks, but you have to figure out what you can do next. They had Baron buff, we had to be a little bit careful for the next 3 minutes, but that isn't enough of a deterrent for us not have a focus in the game.
Yeah. Do you think that you guys are playing very differently than you did a couple of weeks ago at Katowice? Because, there you guys went out so early, TSM won, but then you just beat TSM. Are they playing differently? What do you think is the skill, or how did this end up working out?
Well, the game didn't matter that much to TSM, but it mattered a lot to us. I'm not saying they didn't try as hard as they can, but we definitely tried super hard too, and I'm sure they did as well. But it's just when the game doesn't mean anything to you, but the other team, it means a lot to them. Yeah. You just have different mentalities going into it, and you can't really help that. But I think we have been playing better just because our scrims have been going a lot better, and our team environment is much better as well. So with those two things combined, we've just been playing better.
How has team environment changed since we last talked? Because I remember things were kind of on the up and up at Katowice, but there were still some frustrations and that kind of thing. So how's it changed?
Well, IEM Katowice, it wasn't much that we were mad at each other or anything. It's just people kind of aren't great at dealing with culture shock and change like that relative to other people. So it makes people grumpy. But once again, that's not an excuse for why we lost because other teams had to go through that as well. But it's just the environment there was worse than the environment here because we're on home soil. We have everything we have needed. Danon's here, Beth's here, the people that live with us. And we get back to our daily routine and things become normal again. So the environment just got better and because scrims went better. Yeah. And that raises the morale always.
What do you think do you think Tip's going to beat CLG?
I really hope they do. Yeah. I definitely think they can since they've been doing really well recently. But I'd favor it for CLG still.
Okay. And then let's say Tip wins and you guys go up against CLG. You just beat TSM, so you should be able to beat CLG pretty handily, right?
I don't think it really works that way because teams play differently. Different teams have different priorities on things. So just because we beat TSM doesn't mean we'll beat CLG. Because I'm sure if we played TSM again, a best of 5, I'm sure they could beat us multiple times as well. Yeah. So it just really depends if we bring our A game or not. If we come in and do bad, then we'll get smacked. But
did you prepare for a CLG game? Because it's kind of strange, right? Because you don't know, you kind of have an idea of what might happen in the tiebreakers, but and this a lot of people can practice and scrim and do analysis work and that kind of thing to prepare for a match, but in this case, who knows what's going to happen? So what's your preparation going into CLG?
So we didn't worry about that at all yet because if we didn't beat TSM, then CLG preparation wouldn't matter, and then we'd have to prepare for Tip maybe if they won. So you take it one game at a time. Since we beat TSM, we can now look at CLG and maybe get a little draft plan, watch the game, see what they do. And we've been scrimming them all week anyway, so we know what they more or less prioritize and play. Yeah. So making a game plan for them shouldn't be too hard in the case we have to play them.
It's interesting to hear that you guys were playing against them all week because normally people don't tend to play the team they're going to possibly play. You guys just decided to go for it because you're like, who knows what's going to happen?
Well, we couldn't play TSM, and we were already playing Team Liquid. So for the available scrim partners that we had, is most ideal to play against CLG.
Is that going to be a factor at all, having scrim them all week? Like, not just obviously in the fact that you'll have practice against them, but is it like a weird kind of mental factor? Like, we were scrimming you guys, now we're playing you?
Nah, it's sweet because I'm excited because like we during our scrims like I'll talk to Link like about champions and stuff and like it's just like enjoyable thing to have like fun friendly banter. Yeah. So now that I get to if I do get to play against him like I'll know what he'll do. He'll know what I do, and it should be fun. Like we know what each team will do.
Very good. Do you have anything planned for? Like, are you looking forward to the break at all? Because I know it's been kind of a tough split for you guys, and then you obviously have playoffs, but are you sort of looking forward to the fact that things are kind of wrapping up a little bit?
Well, if we don't get second, then there's no break right now. So the teams that have a week or like the bye week, they can technically have a break week, but I don't think it'll take anyway. As far as after the season ends, I think the break is relatively short, like a month to 2 tops. So I don't think I'll have that much time off anyway. So I'm also in North Cal, so I don't have friends up there. So I'll probably just end up playing League anyway and stream.
Well, anyway, is there anything that you would like to say to all of your fans out there, Hi?
Thanks for watching this interview, guys. I appreciate it. And what do you think? So I did an interview with SK the other day, right? Mm-hmm. And during that interview, he asked me the same question about like if I want to say anything. And I brought up, you know that Vice documentary thing? Yeah. People are still tweeting at me saying like calling me an asshole and stuff. Like I get like multiple messages. Yeah, I'm just like, yo, man. So I just want to say that wasn't my fault. Okay, I looked for that guy. He pieced out. He made me look like an asshole. I'm not super nice or anything, but generally speaking, I accept most interviews. So please stop telling me I'm an asshole for not taking that interview because he ran away from me.
I mean, as I said on Twitter, it was kind of a funny situation because I was sitting next to you when we were hanging out with cosplayers, and then I remember you saying, like, I have to go leave because I have to go do an interview, and we walked away, and so... Yeah, I can confirm independently that was the case. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Hi, for the interview. Really appreciate it. Okay, we can fist bump. That's a very Riot thing to do. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at ongamers.com.